Do, 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 do. All right, everybody. Good evening, Instagram and Facebook. I hope everything on Facebook is going okay. Had a little computer issue tonight, so hopefully everything is okay. All right, good evening, Joel's College of Swing Era Knowledge, coming live from Spokane, Washington. Monday nights, Jazz. Tuesday, Charleston. Wednesday, Lindy Hop and Jitterbug. Thursday evening, Swing here in Spokane. Friday, Shag. Saturday, Balboa and Bell Swing. And Sunday for teachers and organizers. All right. Let's see who's out there in Facebook land. Anybody joining in tonight? Let's see. All right. So tonight is Jazz night. I got those happy feet. Let's get that music off for a second. Okay. So tonight is Jazz, and we will be going through, in particular, Shim Sham Comparisons and break step variations. So if you are familiar with hold on one second. Okay. So Shim Sham Comparisons and break step variations. So if you're familiar with the classic jazz routine called the Shim Sham, you'll know that there's a step we call the break step, which there's a very common break step, and then we can also do some variations. Oh man, that's a mess here tonight. Hold on a second. Let's get some stuff out of the way. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll be getting up and going through all kinds of cool break step variations with you all. And so a quick little chat about Shim Sham Comparisons. You have the original Shim Sham, which I believe was early 30s, 1932. Leonard Reed and Willie Bryant created the original tap Shim Sham. The story I heard was all the musicians and singers and whatnot in New York had Monday nights off, and they would hang out at a place called Connie's Inn, and they just wanted to do something where everybody could get up at the end of the night, regardless if you were a dancer, a singer, a musician, or whatever. And so they put together these series of tap/jazz steps, and they called it the Shim Sham. And it was just something that got passed down over the ages. And so the Shim Sham is like the international line dance of swing dancing, if you will. And then over the years, we've other prominent dancers back in the day, Dean Collins, Alan Leon, and Frankie and Chazz, they have some footage out there of them doing Shim Shams as well. So the original Shim Sham, you can also, I encourage you to learn the tap Shim Sham as well, but you can also just see, like, there's footage of Frankie Manning and Aaron Stevens just doing like the swing dance, swing jazz step version of the Shim Sham. So we'll label that the original Shim Sham. Then Dean Collins, who learned his Lindy in New York, but then brought his dancing out to the West Coast, he wanted to put his own little flair on the Shim Sham, so we call that the Dean Collins Shim Sham. And then Alan Leon, there's some really cool footage of them in the Savoy Ballroom, so we sometimes label this the Alan Leon Shim Sham or the Savoy Shim Sham, because there's footage of Alan Leon and a couple other cats doing their version at the Savoy Ballroom. And then there's footage of what I label as the full Shim Sham, or some people call it the Frankie and Chazz Shim Sham. There's footage of them dancing in harangue. I'll try to share all the links to these clips or sequences that you can learn from when the talk is over. And I would label this as what I would call the full Shim Sham. And the reason I say the full Shim Sham is there's a song that's popular for the Shim Sham, "Tain't What You Do." But if you ever notice, if you play that song and you do just like the plain Shim Sham, the original Dean Collins or Alan Leon, you get to that little bridge in the song where they go, "When I was a kid, about 3:30, my mama said, son, come here to me, said things may come and things may go, but this is one thing you ought to know." And people usually just stand around and stare at each other. So I really like the full Shim Sham. There's some choreography to that section, and then there's also some interesting steps as well in what I call the full or the Frankie and Chazz Shim Sham. And the last one I want to chat about is just a cool slidey variation called the Slip Slop Shim Sham. And there might be others out there as well, as people have created their own versions in their own hometowns and whatnot. But these would be at least like the top three would be the original Dean Collins and Alan Leon. And then the full or Frankie and Chazz Shim Sham would be my top four. And then the Slip Slop Shim Sham is just a really cool slidey variation. Now, the original Shim Sham has just kind of those four really solid steps: the Shim Sham step, push and crossover, tacky Annie, and a half break, and then the ending with the boogie backs, boogie forward, boogie back, Shorty George. Now, Dean Collins, so there's in the Shim Sham, you would do the four main steps with the break steps. You'd repeat that for what we call the freeze chorus, and then you have that ending section. So that's like the standard like skeleton choreography, quickly off the top of my head. And that fits all the Shim Shams are just a 32 bar AABA kind of thing. Now, the Dean Collins Shim Sham has three distinct sections. It has kind of like what I would call the Shim Sham section, and then the what we would call the boogie routine section, and then the Savoy kick section. So kind of like three main chunks. And then the Alan Leon Shim Sham mimics some of the steps of the original Shim Sham, but then it gets into its own elements with eagle slides and some classic fall off the log steps and things like that. So sequence-wise, I think performance-wise, I actually prefer the Alan Leon or the Dean Collins Shim Sham. Dean Collins' Shim Sham is really good to Opus 1. If you've never done it to that song, I encourage you to do so. The breaks of that song hit the choreography of Dean Collins Shim Sham really well. And like I said, though, original Dean Collins, Alan Leon, you can do any song to any 32-bar AABA structure to those. The Frankie and Chazz Shim Sham, though, that's a specific choreography to Tain't What You Do. That's why I really enjoy doing that full version if that song comes on. And again, it's got some different sections in there as well. And then the Slip Slop Shim Sham is just doing the four kind of core steps of the Shim Sham, but adding a whole bunch of slidey, slip sloppy things in there. And again, I'll put links after the class is over, this session tonight. But tonight, I want to focus on the break step. So in the Shim Sham, you typically do a repeated jazz step, and then the last 8 count is what we call a break step. So I'm going to go through a lot of the variations that I've seen in different clips or things that I've seen in different communities. And so I've got a list of 14 of them right here for you. So let's get up off the couch, get up out of the office chair. Let's get Instagram a little better view here. All right, Instagram looks good. I'm going to zoom down to my feet here for my friends at Facebook land. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Okay, so here we are. And again, my left leg is the rolled up leg, and my right foot is the pant leg down. Okay, so here's what's going down. The normal kind of vanilla break step. It's pretty simple. For these in particular, we're going to start everything onto the right foot on count 8. That's going to be important. So like most of the Shim Sham steps, most, not all, but on the 8, you're going to step or use your right foot. So we want to make sure that all our variations were ready for 8 onto the right foot. The basic vanilla break step is step, tap, step, tap, step, 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 step. So I'm going to go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No big deal, nothing fancy there. So I'm going to probably show each one from the back, and each one from the front. So again, vanilla, break step, step, tap, right, left. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that is what we're basing most of our movements off of. This is going to be, that's your normal go-to break step. Now all these variations are keeping in mind that we want to start on the right foot on count 8. We want to end ready to step on the right foot on the next jazz step on count 8. I'm going to see if I can get through all of these in the next 19 minutes. Okay, here we go. So our first variation is really simple. It's this would be like kind of in the Dean Collins Shim Sham, you'll see footage. Instead of getting that tap in there, there's like a step, hold, step, step. It's kind of shuffly. Step, hold, step, step. And I don't even have that labeled as a variation. I just have that listed with the basic. The basic is that step, tap. And then for the Dean Collins, it's just step, hold, step, step. So again, not counting that as a new variation, just a little quality of movement difference on that first one. Okay, let's get to it. Variation number 2 is a fan. We're going to go step, tap, fan. Okay, so it's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as I'm stepping, the beginning is the same. Step, tap. But now, quality of movement wise, as I step onto my right foot, I'm going to fan out my left. Right? So I'm going to go fan. Then now I'm going to fan out my right foot as I step onto my left. Fan. And I finish ready with the right foot. So again, count wise, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm ready for the 8. Watch that from the front. So the rhythm is step, tap, fan. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going slightly on the back half of my foot, not way back on my heel, but just enough to kind of get a little fan out there. Now, quality of movement wise, you might even get a little trucking in there. Step, tap, truck. And a truck is like, you kind of get a little step, up step versus fanning out this way, or maybe even just kind of, you can hear it, right? So if I don't lift my toes off the ground, I'm just kind of fanning the foot on the floor. To me, that's just quality of movement differences on the fan break. Okay, let's go on to the tap break. We're going to go step, tap, hop, step, out, in. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. This is probably one of the first variations I learned way back in the early days. Watch that from the front. Step, tap, hop, step, out, in. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you can change that up any way you see fit as far as like sliding out. Again, quality of movement. Step, tap, hop, slide, or anything variation that you want to add in there as well. So that is our hop break. Okay, heel twist. Step, tap, heel. Woo! 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from the front, I go step, tap. Now as I step onto my right foot, I'm going to think about bringing my heels in. Right, left. So it's just a little heel twist as I do the movement. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, heel twist break. Okay, 5 and 6 are going to be a kick break. Oh, do we have a question out there? Oh, nope, all good. Hey, Dad, good to see you. All right, so kick break. This is going to be number 5 and 6 as far as our variations. The first one, we're going to get 4 kicks in. We're going to go step, tap, step, tap, kick left, right, left, right. So we're going to get 4 kicks. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I count the kicks, step, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and now I'm ready with that right foot. Watch that from the front. This is our first kick break. We go step, tap, kick, 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 kick. And I'm ready with the right foot. If I count that, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm getting 4 kicks in on that first kick break. Okay, now this next variation, we're going to get 5 kicks in. I'm going to get step, tap, kick, 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 kick. Listen to that again. So I'm going to go step, tap. Now the first kick is going to be with my right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kicks. If I count that, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm ready for the 8 with my right foot. So it's the same kind of like, I call this a switch kick, where you take one foot and you kick the other foot up. So I can just like take my right foot and kick it. But if I do a switch kick, I'm going to switch my weight and kick my left foot, kick my right foot, kick my left foot. So I'm switching the foot as I'm kicking. So again, this is the 5 kick variation. Step, tap, kick, 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 kick. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the number of kicks from the front. 8, 1, 2. Now I'm going to count the number of kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm ready to go into whatever step I go into next. So variation 5 and 6 is a kick break. One kick break with 4 kicks and the other one with 5 kicks. Okay, so the next one, variation number 7, is going to be triple step kick. We're going to go 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Step, triple step, kick, kick, kick. 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. There's another one where I start to get that switch kick element, but I'm going to set it up with some triple steps. Step, triple step, kick, kick, kick. 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. You see that very consistently. Ready for the 8 with that right foot. One more time. Step, triple step, kick, kick, kick. 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. And as I did it that last time, I'm just kind of taking those triples behind. Again, quality of movement wise. You might take those triples in front, whatever. Just kind of play around with that rhythmic choice. So that's a triple kick. All right, variation number 8, one that I don't see that often, but I think it's pretty cool. The shish kaboom ba step. So this one's interesting because almost all of them so far, we've done a step on count 8 onto our right foot. For this particular version, I'm going to do a kick across on 8 to get the shish kaboom ba. I'm going to go kick, triple step, kick, kick, triple step, and then kick my right foot. Sorry, kick, triple step, kick, kick, triple step, kick, and then I'll be ready for the 8. If I count that, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Ready to step down with that right foot. Yeah? So this one's tricky because you just got to remember, instead of stepping on the 8, you're going to kick across to get that shish kaboom ba jazz step in there. So once again, kick, triple step, kick, kick, triple step, kick, 8, down on the right foot. Now, from the front, you're going to see the shish kaboom ba. It's got this nice kick across and open. That's the old shish kaboom ba jazz step. So if I put it into the break, I'm going to have 5, 6, 7, kick, triple step, kick, kick, triple step, kick. And there's the 8 if I count it. 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Ready to step down. So let's say I finished, let's say I'm doing the half break section of the Shim Sham. Half break, shaka, half break, shaka, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, and I'm ready to step on the 8 or go into my next step. So it's just, this one's a little tricky because again, we're not stepping on 8. So your brain is going to go like, zzz, that feels really wrong, but it's super fun to do variation number 8, the shishka boom ba break step. Okay, we're going to do a hop, tap, hop, triple step. All right, and this comes from, let's see, I think it's from the Trickeration actually is where I first learned this rhythm. You can also use this as a tachyani variation, but it's kind of cool on a break step to get this in there. Okay, so here we are from the back. We're going to go step, hop, tap, hop, triple step, hop, tap, hop, triple step. Step, hop, tap, hop, triple step, hop, tap, hop, triple step. Now what's interesting on that last triple step, that's going to be the 8 for your next jazz step. If I count it, I have 8, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 8. So again, this is a tricky one for your brain. You don't have so much of a pause, 7, 8, or anything like that. So again, let's do a half break and then the hop, tap, hop, triple step. So if I go half break, shaka da, half break, shaka da, dee da ga, dee da ga da, da da, dee dee ga 8, 1, 2, ga 2, hop, coo, da ga da, dee da ga, dee da ga da, da da, dee da ga 8, 1, 5, boom, right? So from the front, I have step, hop, tap, hop, triple step, hop, tap, hop, triple 8 into the right foot. If I count that, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 8 going into the right foot. Woo! Now watch that from the front again. I'm going to do, let's mix it up. Let's do the Shim Sham step, right? So if I 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. See? So I do that hop, tap, hop, triple step, hop, tap, hop, triple step, and that was the first step into the push and crossover. Again, if you don't know the Shim Sham, the original version, or any of the other jazz steps, it's okay, right? So there's all those routines, and you want to get those skeletons down as far as like the basic chunks of choreography, and then mix and match all those individual steps. I can't remember, it was either a week or 2 weeks ago, I talked about the macro and micro of jazz steps by taking any individual jazz step and breaking it down into its smaller chunks. You're going to see where we go with all that tonight as well. So, all right, shall we keep going? Are there any questions out there? I'm going to type something in really quick. Da, 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 da. Okay, so any questions so far? We're up to variation number 10. Woo! All right, variation number 10 is a shuffle. So we're going to go step, tap, step, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle 8. Again, this is one of those where the ending triple or ending shuffle is going to be the step of 8 with your right foot. If I count that, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Now a shuffle is kind of like a triple step, but instead of thinking triple step, I'm going to go triple step, and I'm going to really push that foot out. So I'm going to shuffle that foot out, shuffle out, shuffle out, shuffle out. All right, or this could be like a sliding triple. I mean, I think this might have a few different steps, but I'm thinking triple step, but I'm shuffling out. Watch that again. So I'm going to go step, tap, step, shuffle left, shuffle right, shuffle right. Now, from the front, the count on that, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. From the front, I go step, tap, step, shuffle right foot, shuffle left foot, shuffle right foot. If I count it, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 8 being into the right foot, which is what we want. Okay, that's variation number 10. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Okay, now these last for variation 11, 12, 13, and 14. These are going to be what I call my slide breaks, okay? And so I'm going to take this a few different ways. But rhythmically, we're going to have the same thing. We're going to have step, tap, slide, 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 slide. First one is going to be forward slides. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. So I'm going to go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ready for 8 on the right foot. Watch out from the side. You're going to see the forward motion. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. So on this one, the trick is to think light, and you're going to slide your feet forward as you bring your hips back slightly. So I have a little bit of an up that takes the friction away from the floor. I'm pushing my foot out as I'm taking my hips back. And so I get this sliding motion that's forward, all right? Watch that from the front. So I have step, tap, slide, 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 slide. If I count that, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be the step onto the right foot. So it's interesting to note the first slidey foot will be your left foot. So if you start on your right foot on count 8, 8, 1, 2, 3, you tap your right foot. Your weight is on your left foot. So your left foot is going to slide as you step onto the right. And then your right foot slides as you step onto your other foot. So it's like the alternating kicks, right? So I'm switching, I'm kicking left, right. I'm switching my weight. Now I'm going to slide left, right. So I'm switching weight, but I'm changing the quality of movement to a slide. Okay, so that's number 11, forward slides. Number 12, side slides. Same rhythm, but different quality or different direction on the slides. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. Yeah, from the front. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, this is very similar to the quality of movement in my body on the forward slide. You can see I get a little bit of an up, and that takes the friction away just enough for me to get a push going with my leg, and I'm choosing to push my legs to the side. Yeah, it's just one of those things you got to practice slidey-wise. Okay, so from the front again. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. Counting. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for 8. And again, my slide is left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing great. Here we go. Let's finish it off. So now we have our back slides. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. Running man, right? Watch it backwards. Step, tap, slide, 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 slide. So I'm taking those slides backwards. If I count that, I'll do it from this angle so you can see the back. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. From the front, step, tap, slide, 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 slide. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. Same quality of movement, just taking my foot and moving it backwards, aka running man. So I should rename this to the running man on this one. But again, we're thinking of that step, tap, and then a slide element with the left foot, left foot, right foot, as far as which one is sliding. Okay, last one. And this one I throw in the original slip slop, Shim Sham. To me, it was interesting because as I watched all the steps, it actually didn't have the classic slip slop step in there where you move to your right, slide on your left foot, move to your left, slide on your right. So I put that in when I do my slip slop Shim Sham. You'll see it in the video I share. But this is a nice variation on the break. And it falls right in line with our slides. But we're actually going to do the jazz step called the slip slop. So I'm going to go step, tap, slip, slop, slip, slop. And there I'm ready for the 8. And so again, I have this slidey element. I'm going to bring up my right knee, my right hip, and think someone really pulls me to the side. And there's the slip, there's a slop, there's a slip, and a slop. But I'm thinking I'm sliding on my left and right, just like left, right, backwards, left, right, and now the slip slop. Left, right, but I'm traveling on the slip slop to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. One of my favorite jazz steps. Watch that again from the back. Step, tap, slip, slop. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. From the front. Step, tap, slip, slop. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready for the 8. Woo! That's a good workout right there. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're looking good. Excellent. Woo, my goodness. Okay, so 14 different variations. Are you kidding me? All right, so based on chat I had the other day, let me see. Oh my gosh, what is that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that number is massive. Okay, the other day I talked about having like three Balboa variations, right? And so, and I brought up for my engineer and accountant and math majors something called a factorial. And so just Google this because you'll be amazed. So 3 factorial is 6. So if you have 3 variations and you want to kind of mix and match them in different orders, then you have actually 6 or like 3 foundation moves. Like I can do a step, I can do a step, I can do a kickball change, I can do a slide. If I just have those 3 ideas in my head, I can actually kind of mix things up into like 6 different combinations, if you will, if I start stringing things together. Look back at my previous jazz sessions about the micro and the macro and whatnot. But here's the cool thing. I just showed you 14 different steps or different things you can do in your Shim Sham. And so if you want to start to play around with different sequences and whatnot, just go ahead and Google what's the factorial of 14, and you'll see all the different combinations. If you start to mix and match all these different movements and all these different elements, you just have this huge array of combinations that you can do. So as you look back on this class, this session, yes, obviously you can look at any one of these steps and just practice the 8 count of each one of these steps. But you might want to say like, okay, I like the beginning of this one. I like the first 3 or 4 counts of this. I like these 2 counts there, and I like these last 2 counts. See if you can fit everything together in different ways and start to come up and be creative with your own ideas for a break step. Because at the end of the day, it's just a break step. We have the standard step, tap, step, tap, step, 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 step. That would be vanilla, basic. but I encourage you to try out all these variations. I'll put a little note out there. I do have some documentation on like the variations. Like I've got all three Shim Shams of like the three main ones, the original Dean Collins and Alan Leon, like all kind of right next to each other to see each other. I've got some like sketched out notes of the full or Frankie and Chazz Shim Sham and the Slip Slop Shim Sham. And then I think I have a PDF of all of these as well. So I'll put a thing out there, like if you donate $10 or more, I'll send you all of those notes as a thank you. As always, if you can donate, that really helps us be able to continue offering what we're doing here, sharing a little bit of my knowledge with all of you. Every little bit helps, and it would be greatly appreciated. Share the video. Encourage your friends to watch and share. Go to my YouTube channel, Retro Rhythm, where I also upload all these videos as well. And if tonight brought you any joy or brought you some new ideas for your jazz break steps or jazz steps in general, please donate. Once again, Joel's College of Swing Era Knowledge, Monday Jazz, Tuesday Charleston, Wednesday Lindy Hop and Jitterbug, Thursday Evening Swing here in Spokane, Friday Shag, Saturday Bellbow and Bell Swing, and Sunday for teachers and organizers. If you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or a message. I'll try to help as much as I can. Until then, please donate. And as always, night, night. Crazy about you.